When you see the numbers side by side, the hypocrisy is just breathtaking. The debt he was forgiven? 60 million denarii, or 200,000 years of work. The debt he was demanding? 100 denarii, about 3 months' wages. It's not even apples and oranges. It's like comparing the entire national debt to the cost of a cup of coffee. The contrast is supposed to shock us.
And get this, the other man begs him for mercy, using the exact same words the servant himself had just used before the king. But it doesn't matter. He grabs him, starts choking him, and has him thrown into prison over this tiny amount. He received an infinite ocean of mercy and refused to give even a single drop.
That parable is just a massive wake-up call. It's meant to be jarring, and it forces us to ask a really important question. If that's the wrong way to respond, what's the right way? And even more to the point, why should we forgive in the first place? Well, the logic flows right out of that story. Number one, and this is the big one, we forgive because we've been forgiven a debt that was astronomically bigger. 2, it's a direct command. 3, it's actually a way that we grow and begin to look more like the one who forgave us. And finally, and this is a big one for our own well-being, holding on to unforgiveness just poisons us from the inside.
Yeah, that last point is captured so perfectly in this famous saying, resentment is like drinking poison and waiting for the other person to die. Think about that. Unforgiveness doesn't really harm the other person. It eats away at you. It's a poison you choose to drink every single day.
Okay, so we get the why, but now let's get super practical, because this is where the rubber meets the road and where a lot of us get tripped up. What does forgiveness actually look like? And, just as important, what is it not?
This has to be the number one objection, right? How can I possibly forgive? I can't just forget what they did. The pain is real, the memory is burned in your mind. Does forgiveness mean you have to get amnesia? And the answer is a huge relief. No, absolutely not. Forgiveness is not forgetting. In fact, you might never forget. Forgiveness is choosing to unhitch the bitterness from that memory. It's being able to look back at what happened without it hijacking your emotions and ruining your present. It's about freedom, your freedom.
Okay, here's the other big one. Does forgiving someone mean we're just saying, oh, it's okay, that we're letting them get away with it? That there shouldn't be any consequences?
You know, the author C.S. Lewis put it so well. Think about it this way. Forgiveness is an internal act. It's about your heart healing from the wound they caused. Justice, on the other hand, is an external process. You can absolutely forgive someone in your heart, releasing them from the emotional debt they owe you, while still believing they need to face the legal or social consequences for what they did. One is about your healing, the other is about their actions. They aren't mutually exclusive.